I chose to do my WebQuest on air pollution. The introduction page. This WebQuest is designed for 5th grade students learning about earth science. Students will work together in partners to research air pollution, synthesize their information, and write a speech along with a public awareness campaign. Have you ever wondered what all the talk about air pollution is all about? Why do we need to worry about it? We breathe in this air every second of the day. Whether you are walking the dog or at an outdoor mall, you are exposed to air. Different cities have different air qualities, but it all affects our planet Earth in the end. Places like the beach or mountains have little air pollution, while high populated cities have an increase in air pollution. What if we could decrease the amount of air pollution local areas have? Would that decrease the air pollution of the world? These are questions that could help us figure out a way to make the air we breathe better. The task. Unfortunately, pollution has ruined our air in the United States as well as the world. As a representative of the Environmental Protection Agency, it is your job to bring awareness to the seriousness of the situation. Your task is to decide what needs to be done to protect the quality of our air and then promote those ideas. You will need to write a letter or prepare a speech that will be addressed to Congress and also create a public awareness campaign. You will need to include the following information in your speech or letter. What is air pollution? Are there different types? What are the sources of air pollution? What are the consequences of air pollution? What are ways to reduce the amount of air pollution we have? What are some actions that can be taken to help prevent air pollution? You can use this information for your public awareness campaign. Process. Task 1. You will work together in teams of 2. Pick a partner of your choice. Task 2. Each person will research and answer all 5 questions. These are the questions that were listed on the task page, but I will repeat them. What is air pollution? Are there different types? What are the sources of air pollution? What are the consequences of air pollution? What are ways to reduce the amount of air pollution we have? What are some actions that can be taken to help prevent air pollution? Task 3. Once each of you has gathered your information and verified with one another that it is correct, you will come together as a team to write your letter or speech, whatever your team chooses. As you work on your speech or letter, you will also create a public awareness campaign using posters, radio announcements, newspaper ads, or even television commercials. Be creative. The choice is up to you and your partner. You must have at least 2 of these. I have listed some great places to start researching at www.epa.gov, www.nrdc.org/air/default, eschooltoday.com, and science.howstuffworks.com. These are just some websites. You can always go on your own and research more from other websites. Then we have the assessment. Here is the rubric. So the introduction. Responses to introduction questions. Turn in 1 copy per team member. So 1 point would be fewer than 2 questions answered. 2 points, fewer than 3 questions were answered. 3 points, 4 to 5 questions were answered, but the response were not clearly articulated. And 4 points, which is what we want, all 5 questions were answered clearly and completely. Task. Grammar, spelling, and format and letter. The essay had major grammar, spelling, and formatting errors. That would be 1 point. 2 points. The essay had a significant number of grammar, spelling, and formatting errors. 3 points. The essay was generally free from grammar, spelling, and formatting errors. 4 points. The essay was free from grammar, spelling, and formatting errors. The speech. 1 point. Speech failed to address issues of pollution. 2 points. Speech was not clearly articulated and left questions as to how to fix pollution. 3 points. Speech answered questions and had some suggestions for changes. And 4 points. Speech clearly stated issues and had ideas for change. Speaker articulated clearly. Public awareness campaign 1 and 2. 1 point for creativity plus 1 point for clarity, plus 1 point relevance to issues, and plus 2 points for attention grabber. Process. How well did the members of the team work together? 0 points if the team members did not function as a group when given the opportunity. There was only individual with no evidence of collaboration. 1 point. Team members had some major problems working as a group. There was little collaboration and teamwork evident. 2 points. The team members mostly worked well together with few problems. There could have been improvement in the level of teamwork that was utilized. 4 points. The team worked as a cohesive unit. There was mature collaboration, compromise, and discussion evident at all times. Quality of supporting resources. 1 point. There were fewer than 5 resources and none of them were different from those in the WebQuest itself. The resources chosen did not support the thesis well. 2 points. There were fewer than 5 resources and only 1 was not included in the WebQuest itself. The resources chosen did not entirely support the thesis. 3 points. There were 5 resources and 2 or more were not included in the WebQuest itself. The resources chosen supported the thesis. 4 points. There were more than 5 resources and 2 or more were not included in the WebQuest itself. The resources chosen supported the thesis well and were carefully chosen. Conclusion. Congratulations on a job well done. You know enough about air pollution and the importance of clean air to make a stand against adding more pollutants to our air. You should now be able to be more aware of your actions that can cause our air to become more polluted. Keep your eyes open for ways that you can make a difference. Clean air is not promised, so protect it. Teacher's page. This page was created to use with 5th grade students and covers the following California standards. Earth sciences. Air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air. As a basis for understanding this concept, A, students must know the common air pollutants, and B, students know the air quality of their local town. Writing strategies. Students write clear, coherent, and focused essays. The writing exhibits the students' awareness of the audience and purpose. Essays contain formal introductions supporting evidence and conclusions. Students progress through the stages of the writing process as needed. Organization and focus. Create multiple paragraph expository compositions. Establish a topic, important ideas, or events in sequence or chronological order. B. Provide details and transitional expressions that link one paragraph to another in a clear line of thought. C. Offer a concluding paragraph that summarizes important ideas and details. Research and technology. Use organizational features of printed text, like citations, endnotes, bibliographic references, to locate relevant information. Evaluation and revision. Edit and revise manuscripts to improve the meaning and focus of writing by adding, deleting, consolidating, clarifying, and rearranging words and sentences. Listening and speaking strategies. Students deliver focused, coherent presentations that convey ideas clearly and relate to the background and interests of the audience. They evaluate the content of oral communication. Organization and delivery of oral communication. Select a focus, organizational structure, and point of view for an oral presentation. Clarify and support spoken ideas with evidence and examples, and engage the audience with appropriate verbal cues, facial expressions, and gestures. The research for this project should take 2 to 3 hours. The process should take another 2 to 3 hours. A total of up to 6 hours should be spent on the computer for each student. Any questions, please contact britton.peters@laverne.edu. Credits. Thank you. The 2 pictures were from Google Images. Author biography. I'm currently in the credential program at University of Laverne. My technology class has led me to look into WebQuest as a useful tool I will use in the future. Permissions. We all benefit by being generous with our work. Permission is granted for others to use and modify this WebQuest for educational, non-commercial purposes as long as the original authorship is credited. The modified WebQuest may be shared only under the same conditions. See the Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license for details.